Hi, I'm Holden Rethwill.
I'm Kristin Holte.
My name's Garret Fisher.
I'm Campbell. I'm an Invictus athlete.
I'm an Invictus athlete and coach.
I'm an Invictus athlete. My sponsors include Nike, Compex, and Bear Complex.
And a few weeks ago, I competed at the CrossFit Games for the 4th consecutive year.
I've been to the CrossFit Games twice now, once on a team and once as an individual.
It's my 3rd year qualifying for the Games. My overall feeling for the Games this year was I was happy with it. Everything went really well. I started out a little slow, but as the weekend progressed, I really started picking up things. So I was happy with how things went, and it was just a fun time.
It was a good experience. I learned a lot about myself and a lot about CrossFit and fitness in general. Like, there's some really fit dudes out there.
This year, I think it was really good because it was very varied. It had a little bit of everything. You had the heavy weights, you had the barbell, you had the basic CrossFit, you had the odd objects and things that tested your overall fitness.
Yeah, I think the workouts this year definitely played in my strengths. They're, like people were saying, they're a little more CrossFit-y, which is a strength of mine. I'm good at CrossFit, and when it starts getting a little funky, I always have a little more challenging time with that.
I think going into the games, I had the idea of just go and enjoy it, try to have fun. I know I'm not going to be at the top or whatever, and that's okay. But I learned that I can't really do that. So I learned that it meant a lot more to me, I guess, than I thought.
There's a lot of work left to be done. I learned that I've made a lot of progress over the last few years, but that I'm not to where I want to be at or where I envision myself at yet. Certain aspects of CrossFit are still pretty big weaknesses for me, and things that I thought were strengths, people are still better than me at. So it just shows that you can never stop working hard.
At the Games, honestly, what I've learned about myself is that you just got to take it one workout at a time. If you have a bad workout, you just got to move on and just hit the next workout as hard as you can. The highest point for me was definitely the snatch, and the lowest point for me, honestly, was probably the O course. It didn't go as planned. I was hoping to do a little better than that. It was really cold too when we were doing the O course. I was kind of just sitting out there just reflecting on it, and I reflected on it a little bit, and I was like, I'm just gonna move on, and moved on from there, and the weekend went well after that.
My highest was on the strongman event at the Games, where I did really well. It always feels good to feel like, I put in the work and it did pay off, and it did put me where I needed to be. My lowest, I would say, is probably on the 2nd day after snatches, because I felt like going into this, I may not be the best at everything, but I feel like I could really do well at the obstacle course and the snatches, and then I didn't really live up to my own expectations. So that was a struggle, feeling like, well, those are my 2 chances and I blew it.
I'm going to start with the lowest point. It was Friday, and probably the obstacle course in the semifinal where I got a no rep on the cargo net, and I knew that should be a good event for me. I felt really good in the first heat, but then it was my fault, and I had my hand outside of the black line, and that was not allowed. So it was a stupid mistake, and I was the only one to blame, but I was so sad I was kind of devastated when the judge came over to me like, no rep, you have to do this again. I think overall, the highest point was just being able to stay in the last heat throughout the whole weekend, being up there with some of the fittest in the world, and be able to compete with them and feel like I belong there.
For my plans for the off season, right now I'm just kind of hanging out, relaxing, recuperating, getting my body healthy.
Right now, I've been kind of taking a break or just taking it easy, but my focus right now is to really develop my leg strength and move with intention, so that I'm not just rushing through the workout to get it done as fast as possible, but am I using the right muscles to do this movement? Am I teaching my body the right movement so that when I'm tired and I have to do it heavier, I actually have the strength to do it?
The week after the Games, I kind of went off the deep end. First thing I did when I got back to San Diego was stop at the burrito place with my Uber driver, and then went and got one later that night, and then pizza too, and I gave myself a week of kind of eating whatever I felt like. If you've watched any of our super sweet YouTube videos, courtesy of Taylor Conlon, the man filming me right now, we had a pretty fun time in St. Cloud the week before the Games. Garret, myself, Lauren, Kristin, Reagan and Casey, and then Tino and CJ all went out to St. Cloud the week before just to kind of try to get acclimated to the Midwest.
It was really good to just get away from work and all the the day-to-day stuff that I normally do. Nice to just focus on CrossFit. So that was a big relief to just kind of separate things for me. It was really great to get to know everybody and hang out with them, because then when we went into the games, I had a family built in already. And I didn't have to worry about where to go or who to talk to or whatever, because they were there to help me out, which made a huge, huge difference.
Yeah, the week in Minnesota definitely helped me. Not necessarily, training was great, training with everybody was awesome, but it was more for me just kind of getting the groove. Obviously the time change, when we went there the first 2-3 days, I could feel the difference in the time change. And also too, just kind of eating different food, not eating your normal food, it helped for sure. Being in Minnesota was a game changer for me.
In the evenings, we would just spend time kind of having fun, you know, relaxing, letting loose, kind of doing whatever we felt like doing, shooting guns, driving four-wheelers, stuff like that. Probably not the safest stuff in the world, but it was still a good time. I was born to be a rally car driver. Watch the video. It's dope.
I'm Casey Campbell. I'm an Invictus athlete, and see you next time.
Peace out.
TFX or whatever.
No. All right. Oh, nice, Reagan.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm impressed you got that one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm excited.
Good job.
Yeah.
Never shot a shotgun before, but I just feel like I'm gonna be really good. Now. All right. Give me one.